There seems to be a lot of confusion on how the Scrum Master helps, supports, serves the product owner. But don't worry, your coach is here for you. Today is the first installment of a whole series on how to do exactly that. Let's jump straight to the Scrum Guide 2020. The Scrum Master serves the product owner in several ways, including helping find techniques for effective product goal definition and product backlog management, helping Scrum team understand the need for clear and concise product backlog items, helping establish empirical product planning for a complex environment, and facilitating stakeholder collaboration as requested or needed. Today, we are going to cover the very first item in this list, helping the product owner with a product goal and the product backlog management. Let's start with a product goal. It's a new term just added in the Scrum Guide, the latest version of the Scrum Guide 2020. Let's try to understand it together. As per the Scrum Guide, the product goal describes a future state of a product which can serve as a target for a Scrum team to plan against. The product goal is in the product backlog. The rest of the product backlog emerges to define what will fulfill the product goal. The product goal is the long-term objective for the Scrum team. They must fulfill or abandon one objective before taking on the next. Not that simple, eh? But don't worry, I got you covered. Scrum is a simple framework which likes talking about the why, likes talking about the what, and often leaves the how to interpretation. So let's try to understand this product goal together with a simple example. The product starts with a vision, the ultimate purpose, the positive change that the product should bring about. Here's a product vision of one of the biggest companies in the world, Amazon. Our vision is to be Earth's most customer-centric company, to build a place where people can come to find and discover anything they might want to buy online. And just under the product vision is the business goals. And one of the business goals of Amazon is to give a wide range of options of things to buy to people and fast delivery. People want their stuff in the shortest time possible, delivered in the shortest time possible. And that's why Amazon has this Amazon Prime 1 day, 2 days delivery. And just under the business goal is the sprint goal. And for the next sprint, the Amazon development team have decided to work on something fun. A drone that will deliver packages to people. We're going to start with 1 pound packages, not exceeding 1 pound in a 5 kilometer radius around the warehouse. Now, the Scrum Master should help the product owner define these product goals. There's a few ways to do that, a few techniques which can be used to do that, and they all revolve around the customer and the market. First technique is SMART. The SMART acronym. Everyone knows the SMART acronym. Specific, measurable, assignable, realistic, and time-related. The second one, INVEST. Independent, negotiable, valuable, estimable, small, and testable. Another great technique when defining the product goal is the product manager lens, defining a persona. Who are you building this for? What problem does it solve for them? What proof do we have for this? Why do we care? What assumptions do we have? How will we measure the change in persona behavior? Do you see how all these techniques can be used to build the product goal of Amazon? People don't want to go to the store. They don't want to travel to go to a store to buy stuff. They want to buy stuff online. They want a wide range of products. A problem, Amazon gives them. The Amazon website, a solution. People don't want to wait. They want their stuff now. Fast delivery. Amazon builds drones to deliver stuff to people. Now, let's get back to the Scrum Guide and read that statement again. The Scrum Master serves the product owner in several ways, including helping find techniques for effective product goal definition and product backlog management. The next thing we need to talk about is product backlog management. Way easier. It's been in the Scrum Guide for years. More well known than the product goal. Product backlog management is simple. Let's start with a product backlog. A product backlog contains a list of items, product backlog items, all the items required to complete a project, or maybe at least all the items required to complete the product goal. If you complete all these items, the product goal also needs to be completed. The product backlog is extremely valuable to the development team because instead of working on a big product goal, they can work on several small product backlog items in steps, one after the other, until they complete the product goal. Now, the Scrum Master serves the product owner in understanding the empirical nature of a product backlog, helping the product owner that things change. Things change fast. A static plan, a static product backlog shouldn't be allowed, and especially in Agile. Product backlogs are living things, always changing, priorities always changing, because at the end of the day, we want to maximize value. We are working for the customer. We are not working to keep a static plan. The product owner needs to understand that, and all the decisions based on product backlog, the plan, the release plan, the market, the customer, all these things should be taken based on educated guesses, information available, the past, studying all the metrics, all the things of the market, the customers are telling you. The product owner needs to understand that, and the Scrum Master can help the product owner understand that, making educated decisions based on information available. The Scrum Master can also act as a sounding board for a product owner. Product direction is not easy, and having someone to talk to debate, is essential. Another thing that product owners often struggle with is backlog prioritization, and the Scrum Master should help each product owner in backlog prioritization. A few techniques can be used. I like using the Moscow prioritization method. Quite simple to use. There's the must-have, the should-have, the could-have, the won't-have. You take all the backlog items and you start plotting them down into this matrix. Example, must-have means that the customer needs to have that. The should-have, a bit less in terms of priority, and it goes down and down until the won't-have. You completely ignore all these items. The Scrum Master should also help the product owner understand the importance of a visible product backlog, visible to all stakeholders. A product backlog that is understandable by both technical and non-technical people. Remember, the product owner is responsible for the why, for the what, and not the how. The how is developers. The product owner needs to understand that, and the Scrum Master can help the product owner understand that. Something that product owners often struggle with also is stakeholder management. The Scrum Master can help with all the soft skills that the Scrum Master usually has. I hope so. The Scrum Master can help the product owner manage these conflicts because, stakeholders, sponsors, upper management, always pushing deadlines, pushing stuff to the team. The product owner needs to be strong. The product owner is the owner of a backlog, the owner of a product. The product owner needs to understand how to say no and be able to say no. The Scrum Master can help the product owner do that. If you liked this video and want more tips, insights on Agile, Scrum, personal growth, click on the video that stands out the most on the screen right now, and I'll see you in a few seconds.